Well, hey there everybody. No, it's been a while since I've done an update or anything on this old Massey 12 garden tractor, and because I just now noticed that one of y'all had asked me a question or asked me on about this Massey 12 or how far I was coming along. I can't remember now. Heck, it was just like 10-15 minutes ago. But anyways, that my laptop has, I don't know what happened to my laptop, but for some reason it just kind of got sick on me or something, and there for a while it wasn't working, and I just messing with it today, and it's working just fine now. So I don't know what happened. I guess it just decided it wasn't going to work, or it was going to take a long break. But anyways, yeah, I haven't really messed with this thing in a long time. Or I think the last time I really messed with it was back in the spring, and I actually did have it running and was driving around here in the driveway, and of course I think the clutch, I'm going to have to either get a new clutch for it or try to get that fixed. I had it working and then it kind of seized up on me, but yeah, I did have it running, and I gotta go over. I took the battery out and put it in the G4200 Kubota lawnmower, and we got that over at the barn, and that we've been using the mow with over there, and now I ain't gonna be using it for the winter time, so I need to take it out and put it back in this. And I was kind of just piddling around with it today, and I have noticed, or got to looking, and I don't know what happened. Of course, yeah, I can see it. Hopefully y'all can see it. But I noticed, I'll have to zoom in, kind of show y'all. Get my thumb out there in the way. But anyways, I noticed that is melted. And of course it plugs in on the back side of this thing right here. And I got to looking at it, and it melted. I don't know how it did it or what, if there's a wire shorted out somewhere or what, but I'm gonna have to fix that problem, and before I can start it up again and get that figured out, and because I don't need something bad happening. Would not be good. But anyways, yeah, I have got a new seat for it back in the spring, and I still haven't really messed with it. I was just sitting down on that hard metal there, and I'm gonna have to make me a plate to bolt from that to this somehow, and because the holes don't really quite line up. And this was, bought this at Atwood's, and yeah, it was at Atwood's because I went to Tractor Supply and they didn't have anything, and then I just ran down the road. There was an Atwood's right down the road from that, so I went and got went there, and they didn't really have much, and this was really about the only thing that they had close to it that'll be close enough to fit. That, and I actually think it looks pretty good. Excuse me. And yeah, once I get a plate, or make me a plate or a bracket somehow to mount that, that'd be pretty good. And I do need to get new headlights for this thing, or try to find me a set of headlights to go in there and get that wired up. And of course, I got two tires that like to go flat, and this one, I'm actually probably going to have to end up replacing that, because I know there's a spot there on the sidewall that's kind of split and not looking so good. And that tire there has actually got a hole, or no, it's actually leaking around the rim, so I'll probably end up getting a tube for it, and just for right now, I eventually am going to repaint the wheels, but as of right now I'm not, and until I do get new tires for it. And I figured it'd probably be a little bit before I do, because These tires, I mean, they're not really dry rotted all that bad. They're actually still in pretty good shape. And so I'm just going to kind of run them for right now, and then when they get wore down some or what, I mean, I'm not really going to be using this thing a whole lot, just kind of, just for, what I do, it'd be for the fun of it and stuff, and just kind of show it off, I guess. But, and I do have a turning plow, a little turning plow that go on the back of this, and I'll probably eventually repaint it, and I do have the screws to go on the back of this, and I put them back in. But whenever I bought this little garden tractor, I guess one of the owners had repainted this black, and whenever I went to sanding it down, whenever the black was coming off, there was actually red paint up underneath that black, but I went ahead and sanded it all down and repainted it. And I don't know if I ever had mentioned the story on this tractor from the guy that I bought off of. Try not to scratch up my paint any more than I have to. Of course, that is kind of tight. But anyways, from the story that the guy told me that I bought off of, he said that I guess it had came from Ohio, and then somehow it ended up in Indiana, and then I guess he kind of goes around all over the country and to some of these shows and stuff like that, and because had a pretty good sized yard full of old garden tractors and stuff like this, and of course he had some more Massey 12s, and I think he also had a couple of Massey 10s, but he didn't want to get rid of none of them, because I was actually wanting to buy this one, and he had a Massey 12 that was missing the engine, but it had been good for parts or whatever, and I asked him if he was be interested in getting rid of it, and he didn't want to, which I can't blame him. He's, I guess, wanting to use it for parts, and I have been kind of looking around and stuff and keeping my eye open for another one that I can use for parts, because this nose piece ain't bad, but it's missing the bottom part, been broke off, and a few little things like that if I ever have to replace. But anyways, yeah, he bought it, and what I say, he bought it up there in Indiana, and of course he was out of Missouri, so I drove all the way up there, and because a buddy of mine's one that told me about it, and so we went up there, and I picked it up, and somehow down here in Arkansas now, and I repainted it, and I'm pretty sure I got photos. I know I somehow accidentally deleted some of the photos, and stripped it down and pretty much repainted it, and I need to actually get back to working on it again. I figured this would be a kind of a short little video. Like I said, I know one of y'all had asked me a question on about it, and I'll be honest with you, I've not really messed with it since last spring. I think it was the last April or so, whenever I haven't or even really messed with it. But it does run. Of course, whenever I bought it, I did start it up and to see if it ran, because the guy told me it ran, and he wanted to show me that it did. So yeah, and I do have a mower deck for it, and that came with it when I bought it, but I don't know if I want to try to fix it or restore it or what. Probably won't, because it's pretty well rusted up and kind of bad shape, so I may just leave it and just get, like I said, I got a turn plow that goes on it, and I'd like to get me a little disc and cultivator or whatever else, little implements I can put on the back of it. And I think you can get like a snow plow for these things, which would be kind of awesome, but we don't ever hardly get any snow around here. When we do, it's either very little or a whole lot. But not really that, and I've got plenty of tractors with loaders on them, so I ain't too worried about that. And I mean, it would be kind of neat to have a snow plow on the front of that, and I think you can actually get a snow blower for these too, which, like I said, would be kind of neat, but, you know, really wouldn't have the use for it. And what else? Like I said, this was going to be kind of a short video. I may end up putting this video up first, because I do have a lot more videos that I've got, and I'm actually needing to start editing them and stuff. And now that my laptop's working again, like I said, I don't know what happened. I was kind of worried about having to get a new laptop, and I didn't know how that was going to work out with, you know, trying to, I guess, in a way, switch my YouTube channel over to, you know, new laptop and stuff like that. And I wouldn't really know how to even do that in the first place. I'm still working on trying to figure out how to edit videos and stuff, and I'll eventually get there. You know, slowly but surely. I just keep working at it. Yeah, because I'm no computer whiz. But anyways, like I said, I'll probably put this one up first and kind of answer your question there. Like I said, I haven't really done a whole lot to it since last spring, and I'm starting to sound like a broken record here. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it on the old goal. Do need to kind of shine it up some. I had it sitting, whenever I had it sitting in here, I did go buy me a one of those lawnmower tarps that you can throw over it, and it works pretty good. But whenever I took it off, there was this mice crap all over the seat and stuff, and that's what I was worried about when I pulled that cover off. Was I thought, oh man, I'm going to have some wires chewed up and stuff, and I was really surprised they didn't chew up the seat. I would have been really mad about that, and because I just had the seat sitting there, and of course somehow the birds managed to get up in there, because we do have birds that like to get inside the shop, and yeah. But anyways, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Bye.